Washington Press Corps is not a monolith. We all work for different organizations and we all think differently.
This just doesn't seem right. Journalists are supposed to be unbiased. So I decided to set out on a quest.
So, Mr. Kurtz, do you have the same concerns as me?
Well, Bernie, I had similar suspicions myself as a young lad. Since I was yay high, I dreamed of being a writer. When I grew up and got a job at the Washington Post, I was disillusioned to the truth that the thing I'd held up for so long was lies. For example, in the 1992 presidential elections, 89% of journalists voted for Bill Clinton. However, only 43% of Americans voted for Bill Clinton. Numbers that biased are just absurd, Bernini. Absurd.
Out of proportion.
It's preposterous.
Yes. You know, I've just been so stressed, Doctor.
How are you feeling today?
I'm so concerned with the news reporters these days. I just feel like nothing they say is true. I mean, how can we know? How can we be so sure?
You're right.
After I heard both sides, I sat in on a news conference to see what would unfold.
So I'm really excited to be working on this with y'all. We're going to cover the presidential campaign this week. But I bet we can all agree that we're not going to cover the little nut from the Christian group, Gary Bauer.
What struck me was not the obvious disrespect for Bauer. Journalists, being as terribly witty and sophisticated as we are always putting someone down. Religious people are especially juicy targets. So it wasn't the hostility to Bauer in and of itself that threw me. It was the lack of concern of any kind in showing that disrespect so openly. Producers from CBS news bureaus all over the country were in that conference, and who knows who else was listening just as I was. So I wondered, would a network news producer ever make such a disparaging remark so openly about the head of a Jewish group, or a gay group, or a black group?